Understanding Shakespearean Comedy. Introduction. Welcome to our literary podcast series, where we explore the timeless worlds created by William Shakespeare. Today's episode is dedicated to Shakespearean comedy, a dramatic form that balances light-hearted entertainment with profound human insight. While often perceived as light, humorous, and romantic, Shakespeare's comedies possess structural complexity and thematic depth that reflect intricate social and philosophical questions. In this episode, we will examine the essential characteristics of Shakespearean comedy, its dramatic structure, and illustrative examples from plays such as A Midsummer Night's Dream, As You Like It, Twelfth Night, and The Merchant of Venice. Defining Shakespearean comedy. Shakespearean comedy is not merely defined by its ability to provoke laughter, but rather by its distinctive narrative form, character development, and ideological resolution. These comedies typically begin with confusion, disguise, or disorder, and conclude with clarity, recognition, and reconciliation. At its core, a Shakespearean comedy revolves around human relationships, especially love and social harmony. They often dramatize a temporary conflict that disrupts society, only to restore it by the end, usually with marriages, forgiveness, and festivity. Though the tone remains light and humorous, these plays frequently engage with themes such as gender roles, identity, power, and justice. Key features of Shakespearean comedy. To appreciate Shakespeare's comedies in a scholarly context, we must first identify the recurring conventions that distinguish them. 1. Romantic intrigue. Central to most Shakespearean comedies is the theme of love, romantic, idealistic, sometimes misguided, but ultimately triumphant. Love triangles, mistaken affections, and the journey of lovers through confusion to union are core plot mechanisms. 2. Mistaken identity and disguise. Characters often disguise themselves, frequently crossing gender boundaries, which leads to dramatic irony and comedic situations. This device also raises questions about identity, performance, and social norms. 3. Complex plots and subplots. Shakespearean comedies are marked by intricate plotting, often involving parallel stories, switched roles, and converging characters. These complications heighten tension before leading to resolution. 4. Fool and wit. The presence of the wise fool or witty clown, such as Fest or Touchstone, provides not only comic relief but philosophical insight. These characters often speak truths veiled in humor and irony. 5. Restoration of order. The conclusion of these plays typically involves reunification, the revelation of true identities, and the restoration of societal balance. Marriages symbolize harmony and renewal. 6. Setting in the green world. Many comedies feature a contrast between the urban or courtly world and a pastoral or magical space. Commonly referred to as the green world, where normal rules are suspended. It is in this liminal space that transformation occurs. Themes in Shakespearean comedy. Shakespeare's comedies transcend simple humor by exploring themes that continue to resonate. Love and its complications, ideal love, unrequited love, mistaken love, and lover's folly are explored in nearly every comedy. Gender and identity, disguises and cross-dressing challenge traditional gender roles and encourage audiences to question societal norms. Justice and mercy, plays like The Merchant of Venice explore the balance between law and compassion. Fate and fortune, often, serendipity or chance plays a pivotal role in resolving conflict. Human folly and wisdom, characters oscillate between wisdom and foolishness, often learning humility by the end. Illustrations from major comedies. Let us now explore how these features and themes manifest in individual works. 1. A Midsummer Night's Dream, Love and the Supernatural. Arguably one of Shakespeare's most enchanting comedies, A Midsummer Night's Dream is a celebration of the irrationality and magic of love. Set in a mystical forest, it weaves together for interconnected stories, the lovers, Hermia, Lysander, Helena, Demetrius, the fairies, Oberon, Titania, Puck, the mechanicals, rustic performers, and the Athenian court. The green world of the forest, ruled by supernatural forces, serves as a space where characters are released from social constraints and undergo transformation. The magical interference, particularly the love potion, symbolizes the blindness and volatility of love. Ultimately, Harmony is restored as lovers are correctly paired, misunderstandings resolved, and Theseus's wedding serves as the grand occasion for unity. The play exemplifies how comedy can reconcile chaos through enchantment and insight. 2. As You Like It, Identity, Nature, and Human Nature. As You Like It exemplifies the pastoral comedy. The play's central character, Rosalind, disguises herself as a man, Ganymede, and flees to the forest of Arden, a space of natural freedom that contrasts with the corruption of the court. The disguise motif allows Rosalind to engage in witty banter with Orlando and test the authenticity of his love. Gender roles are inverted, allowing Shakespeare to explore performance in identity. Touchstone, the Fool, plays an essential role in delivering critical commentary under the veil of humor. Meanwhile, Duke Senior's reflection on the peacefulness of the forest elevates the pastoral setting to a philosophical ideal. The play ends with multiple weddings and the restoration of rightful leadership, affirming the comedic arc from disorder to order, falseness to truth. 3. Twelfth Night, Melancholy and Mirth. Twelfth Night masterfully blends comedy with subtle melancholy. Viola, shipwrecked and believing her brother dead, disguises herself as a Cesario and serves Duke Orsino, whom she secretly loves. Orsino, in turn, is enamored with Olivia, who falls for Cesario. The resulting love triangle is a study in unrequited love, gender confusion, and emotional vulnerability. Viola's disguise permits her to navigate a male-dominated society, but it also traps her in an identity crisis. Fest, the Fool, brings an undercurrent of wisdom and philosophical musing to the comedic fabric. His songs and jests often carry poignant truths, particularly in the play's closing. The resolution comes with identity revelations, reunion with Viola's brother Sebastian, and rightful romantic pairings. Twelfth Night is a celebration of love's irrationality and the healing power of laughter. 4. The Merchant of Venice, comedy with a tragic edge. The Merchant of Venice stands as a more problematic comedy, often considered a tragicomedy due to the grave themes it addresses. The play revolves around Antonio's bond with Shylock, the Jewish moneylender, and the romantic subplot between Bassanio and Portia. Portia's intelligence and disguise in the courtroom scene reveal the comedic convention of the woman as man but also serve to comment on justice and gender roles. Shylock's eventual downfall, however, complicates the celebratory tone expected of comedy. The play ends with marriages and Antonio's safety, adhering to the comedic structure. However, the forced conversion of Shylock and themes of anti-Semitism mark a discomforting undercurrent, prompting modern critics to re-examine its genre classification. 5. Much Ado About Nothing, Wit and Deception. In Much Ado About Nothing, verbal wit replaces magical interference. Beatrice and Benedict's sharp exchanges showcase Shakespeare's skill in crafting intellectually stimulating comedy. The plot hinges on deception, both benign, the plan to make Beatrice and Benedict fall in love, and malicious, Don John's slander of Hero. The oscillation between misunderstanding and clarity drives the dramatic tension. Ultimately, recognition and repentance restore social balance. Beatrice and Benedict's union affirms love that is both romantic and respectful, based not on appearance or convenience, but mutual regard. Social commentary in comedy. While light-hearted on the surface, Shakespearean comedies offer rich social and political commentary. Questions about class mobility, gender dynamics, ethnic identity, and the law are embedded within the comic framework. Characters such as Shylock, Malvolio, Twelfth Night, and Jock, As You Like It, challenge societal hierarchies and invite reflection on exclusion, ambition, and conformity. The fools often speak more truth than nobility, suggesting that wisdom is not limited to social rank. Comedy, in Shakespeare's hands, becomes a vehicle not only for entertainment but also for moral and philosophical exploration. Conclusion. The enduring power of Shakespearean comedy. Shakespearean comedy endures not because of its jokes or happy endings, but because it captures the full spectrum of human experience, from love and laughter to identity and injustice. It reflects a world that is often irrational, unpredictable, and paradoxical, yet always capable of redemption. Through characters who disguise themselves to find truth, through fools who speak wisdom, and through lovers who err before they embrace, Shakespeare teaches us that life itself is a mixture of seriousness and play. In conclusion, to study Shakespearean comedy is to study the art of balance between form and feeling, tradition and transformation, satire and sincerity. Thank you for joining us in this deep exploration of Shakespearean comedy. In our next episode, we will explore the tragic grandeur of Macbeth.